really the two Z's, what we call the flankers, Markeith and Robert Woods, have really stepped right in and done a phenomenal job. They don't look like freshmen. They've really had a bunch of reps, bunch of big plays. They're not screwing up alignments very often at all. So we're really excited about those two. Robert most resembles Steve Smith, guys that were here to us, and coming in he's actually faster than Steve was. So we're excited about both those guys.
Work with the tight ends. What about that?
Just trying to bring those guys along. Three highly recruited freshmen that have a bunch of talent. And it's a little harder position to train, to come in and play right away than it is at receiver because of the blocking side of it, especially in our practices with our big physical defensive ends. So we're just trying to bring those guys along to figure out, which guys will be playing for us.
Yeah, Chris was today.
Yeah, same thing as yesterday. What we did, just moving guys around, just like Simi went both ways today in meetings and walkthroughs, and then played out here for us. So we're going to continue to, especially the young guys, just kind of move guys around and make sure that we have them at the right spots.
When you go ahead, anything in particular that you're going to be looking at? You're going to scrimmage tomorrow?
Yes.
Is there anything in particular that you're looking at?
Yeah, it really goes to the next level of things. It's one thing when you're not in any pads at all, and now you put on half pads, and so now some guys start to disappear a little bit at that and fall off a little bit, and it'll be interesting to see tomorrow. The hardest thing for guys to do is when it gets live, like tomorrow, is to maintain their technique and do things right because they try to get in the game mentality. So it'll be very valuable for us tomorrow, especially with these freshmen we've never seen in a live situation.
What have you thought of the kicking so far? Because in the spring, you guys didn't get to look at that very much.
Yeah, we really took a lot of individual work throughout spring, and then have put more group work in this camp. I've been very pleased with the kicking so far, punting and kicking both. And Joe has showed a little more range than I guess I would have thought that he had. So I'm excited about that. As I mentioned yesterday, we're going to need to be phenomenal in special teams. As not just this year, but as we go through this run of limited players.
Is there a certain point where you want to make the call on who's going to be the kicker and who's going to be the middle linebacker, like a week before the first game, or is there a deadline that you have in your mind?
Every position can be different. We may be able to make a call on a position today, and we may not until the week of the game. It just depends on how close it is and the difference of it. Have we seen enough to be able to make that decision?
And is that kicker battle one of those ones that's way too close to call?
I wouldn't say way too close, but it's still early, and we haven't had live rushes yet. So as we get going through camp, we'll put some more live rushes where there's more pressure on them.
Is one ahead of the other at this point?
I don't know. It's still really early.